Good morning, spacemen. Welcome to Space Operations Delta. My name is Captain Collins, and this is X4 Tides of Avarice, the new DLC for X4 Foundations. And today we're going to talk about the new Gamestarts and the storylines that you can expect in the upcoming DLC. Before we start that, as in the last few videos, thank you Egosoft for providing an early access. Although they gave me a copy, I'm not affiliated or sponsored in any way, and Egosoft did not see the video beforehand. All footage you see is from pre-release beta and is a preview. Things may change until launch. Patch 5.0 and Tides of Avarice will launch on March 14th, 2022 on Steam and GOG. Pre-purchases on both platforms are already available. Gamestarts are a cool thing to start your journey in X4, and the storylines this time should be something else. Like, Egosoft is working more on storylines and they improved a lot by telling these stories. Before talking about both Gamestarts, I want to tell you that every storyline is accessible from every game start. That means you can choose whatever start you like and you will be able to experience all content in X4. If you have the matching DLC for this content. The new Gamestarts in Tides of Avarice will throw you right in the new stories of this DLC without the need to first get there. But you can also simply continue your old save game and trigger the stories in the new sectors. Both Gamestarts are about 10 to 15 minutes long and set the background for your character. So in short, if you buy the DLC, it doesn't matter where you come from or where you start, you will be able to get every content. I want to share with you both game starts. I will say a few words before that, and then I let the game tell the rest itself. We're starting with the Smuggler's Paradise.
Who said transporting this stuff doesn't pay just because we've legalized it? Isn't that right, Runner? A few more of these contracts and you'll be swimming in credits. Letting us in on the deal was the smartest move you could have made, by the way. Finally, someone who respects the work we do. Obey the rules and you've got nothing to fear, is what the boss always... Oh. Hey, everyone, drop point coming up. Get back in formation.
You start the mission being on the way for a delivery to the Aurora Casino. Your wingmates are part of the Vigor Syndicate, which we were going to talk about tomorrow in the next video, and they harass anyone they can. After docking at the Aurora Casino, you meet with your contact and are sent to another person to get a mod upgrade. With your Rayleigh Courier and 5,000 cash, what will you do in Windfall?
Alright, Runner, let's get this over with. Head for the station, make your delivery, get paid, blah blah. We'll keep an eye on you. And any suspect traffic, of course. No need to worry while you're with us. Well, well, well. Look what we have here. Another trader en route to Aurora, and they're not flying Syndicate colors. Such a shame for them. Why, hello there, unsinkable. What are you doing out here in the dark all alone?
Request docking permission.
Docking permission grant.
Permission denied. Out of the way, lowlife. See? That's how it's done. That trash has nothing on us. Now go and get those wares delivered. You have priority docking permission.
That was already pretty interesting. Next one, the second game start that we got is Stranded.
Jolly egg salad. You are one for tall tales, Axiom. If you do not stop adding another piece of scale, bristling bravado to this story every time you tell it, I will one day foreclose on your Bastu. So, let us start again, and kindly from the very beginning. Our wild card had just found herself in something of a predicament, with ample time to reflect on her past mistakes.
In Stranded, you start in a prison, and you need to escape your cell together with Axiom in the cell next to you. Starting from there, you have different options how to resolve the situation. I don't want to tell you all of them. Experience for yourself when the game is released.
Psst. Hey. Looks like this is your lucky day, Two Eyes. That's the bunk of Hinu Hurricane, legendary pirate. Ministry disappeared her before she got the chance to escape. Ah, but that's exactly where you ended up, didn't you? And by the triangularity, you'll be the one to finally get us out of here. What are you waiting for? Check every nook and cranny. There's got to be something to that tale. Praise the twinkling stars, you did it! Let's have a little chat, shall we? Be welcome at my threshold, chosen one.
After you are out of the prison, you will find yourself within a kid fighter. 0 cash and an 18 billion. Have fun starting from there. Sounds like a nice challenge. So far for the Gamestarts that set the pace in your maybe new X4 game. And now I want to take a few words on the story that you can expect. There are 2 big storylines, which I will just want to say a few words about them, and I will read a lot of it.
He has a peculiar kind of charm, so stay on your toes. I assure you, you'll want to end up in his good books.
The first storyline is called the Criminal storyline. The second game start, Stranded, will lead into this story. If you did not choose that game start, then the mission, the Arcadian Endeavor Contraband Connection, will be offered in Windfall 1. That's one of the new systems, which can be accessed either from the 18 billion system or Silent Witness 1. You will only be contacted by the primary story NPC if you carry either an illegal inventory item or an illegal ware with you. This story is divided into 6 chapters, some consisting of several smaller tasks which the player can choose to do in any order, and a minor epilogue. Not counting the epilogue, the story ends after a heist on a Teladi Ministry of Finance stations and making a choice on who to align with.
There she is, our very own adventurer's base. Isn't she a beauty? Now observe my impressive docking maneuvers, mortal. Sweet familiar premises. I think I'll make a visit to the bridge to catch up with the rest of the crew.
There you are. Split is Maestro. You already met the Axiom. Split appreciates you helping Axiom escape, even if your motives may be self-serving.
That should be not too much information. You know a little bit where it's going to, but most of it is still open and there will be a lot of stuff to discover.
Good. Split knew Split could count on you.
The second storyline is called the Fan storyline. That story starts in Windfall 3 with a Riptide Rakers freighter called Promethean Spark close to the gate the player enters from being harassed by the Vigor Syndicate.
Entering Windfall 3, the Horde.
Come on, don't make this difficult, Britson. You're the one who broke the rules.
What rules? I'm trying to make a living here!
Okay, one last time. No illegal wares.
What does illegal even mean in these parts? You're just taking whatever you want!
If you ignore that mission, you get a Mayday mission offer in Avarice 4 that leads into that storyline.
Mayday, Mayday! Ship bestowed in perpetuity, inbound for tide break. Major engine failure. Need engineers for repairs.
Negative. Bestowed in perpetuity. Tide is inbound.
Successfully docked.
Tidebreak. You feast for the eyes. Protector of people. Home of profit.
Ah, there it is. Always a sight to behold.
There goes my property.
If Bozo is not unlocked at this moment, after chapter 5, the story is interrupted until the player unlocks Bozo. Then the story continues, and the whole story has got a total of 10 chapters. If you never heard of Bozo Ta before, because this is maybe your first ever start in X4, you will meet this charismatic character shortly after doing some roaming around in the universe. It will lead to a mission chain that will grant you access to a unique player-owned base, your player headquarters. And if this was your first video about the Tides of Avarice DLC, then go and watch the videos before where I talked about the Earl King, where I talked about the capital ships, the smaller ships, and subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss the next videos that are coming about factions and sectors, the new scrap economy, and an overall overview of what you can expect. The first live streams about X4 Tides of Avarice are starting March the 7th, 2 p.m. Central European Time. That's UTC +1. We'll see us there, twitch.tv/Captain Collins. Leave a like already there too, so that you're not missing the live streams. Thanks so much for watching. See you tomorrow.
Thank you so much for helping me.